What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This scenery is a little bit different. We are in John Kramer's shop. Funny story I'm going to be telling tonight on a live video. You guys will probably see the live before you obviously this video. But you can tell the 79 is, well, broken. It's over here. We are going to be obviously probably end up rebuilding the rear axle on this. I'll kind of let John explain it more. I was driving, actually taking Shaylin to work, my girlfriend, and the whole drive shaft, as you can tell, decided to fall out. It no longer wanted to be one with the truck. So this is John, like I said. Chad recommended him to me, and I'll kind of let him explain what he's going to be doing. So, John?
So tonight we're going to try to get this tore down, assess the damage. Popped the cover off already. We can already see we got some pinion marks where the pinion looked like it's come loose, grinding on the case. And we got some metal chunks that have come out. So we know we got some internal damage. We just got to figure out what all's broke now. And we ain't gonna figure it out till we get it tore apart.
And that being said, guys, I have never done anything like this, so I figured it'd be a great opportunity. I obviously asked John before I just came over with the camera and shoved it in his face. But I figured I would see if he would let me film in here, and he said, yeah, that's fine. So I'm kind of excited to see what comes out of this whole mess. He did say this side over here, that brake is what, locked up, or you think it's locked up?
Yeah,
or...
we got something holding up the brakes that won't let the tires rotate. So this is not going to be the easiest disassemble.
And like you said, this is a Posi trac system, and he should not be able to spin that in there, so that is not a good sign. But I'm going to let him go ahead and disassemble. I'll probably try and record as much as I can while he's doing it. I don't want to be in his way, but I want to get some footage for you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll be sure to ask him. But like I said, I'm going to let him go ahead and do his thing. I'll try and record, or Shaylin can record, and I'll help him or do as much as I can. So stay tuned, guys, and I hope you enjoy.
You're not much luck.
Want me to leave?
Oh, no problem.
Ryan Little.
lot of times these Posi tracks will go bad because of bad fluid.
Okay.
People don't change the fluid as often as they ought to. Give me a tap. And which in turns, if you run conventional gear oil, you're supposed to add a friction modifier to it.
Okay.
Or it's called Posi track additive or whatever. And just need that. But you should try to change differential fluid around every 40,000 miles.
Yeah.
And it's one thing that gets really, really overlooked. And this clip is actually galded on there a little bit. Can you tap it some more, Dust? Pull this thing out, see what all we got going on in here. Yeah, make sure she don't fall. We can already see damage there that we seen earlier. Oop. Looks like we got a broken tooth on the ring gear.
That's always good news.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why I hired the workout for a guy like you that actually knows what they're doing. So.
And some guys say you can get by with it. You can round the edges off, and that might be okay. And it would be okay for a while, but if you're gonna drive it daily, I never recommend it. That's just it's already a fracture point. Yep. What else is broke? What else is broke that we can't see inside?
And guys, I told John numerous times, this vehicle, I mean, it's going to be like a daily driver essential. I mean, it's going to be like a, I don't know, not really a weekend warrior, but like car shows and different stuff like that. So I want it to be reliable and not like break later on down the road, and then we got to redo this all over again. So.
Your light's messed up, Dust. So, right there on the pinion.
Yep, you guys can see that chunk missing right there. So
if it was one chipped tooth on a ring gear, not too bad. That on the pinion, that's extremely detrimental. Definitely don't want to run it like that at all. Get these shims out. These GM 8.5s, they use what we call outboard shims. They're just different thicknesses to adjust your backlash. But another problem, that's from the pinion nut coming loose, which may or may not have been the cause of throwing the drive shaft.
And guys, that's what me and Chad noticed. We climbed underneath there and we seen that play and figured something was broke on the inside or something that we didn't want to mess with. So that's when Chad recommended John here. So
and we got
some nice kinds of shiny down there.
Glitter. We got glitter. That much glitter, that much slop. We're definitely going to put new bearings in this thing. I would never recommend rebuilding one without putting new bearings in. Bearings are cheap insurance.
Yep.
So no more than what you spend on them. So.
Well, that's the thing too. If we were going to rebuild this and we didn't put new bearings in it, how long do you think they would last if you didn't do it?
Oh,
we'll say a newer vehicle, if like.
Yeah, if you're driving this, you know, like 12,000 miles a year, like a normal average daily driver, you might make it a year. You might make it 3 years, but you're going to spend whatever you just spent to have this fixed. You're going to spend a lot more than that fixing it again, in anywhere from even 6 months to 3 years.
And that's what I've told John and Dustin. I want it to be safe enough to, like, I can drive it to car shows and stuff, not worry about it. I don't really care about like the money aspect of it because that's why I have a job. That's why obviously my trucks look like they do, because I spend all my money on them. My girlfriend probably is rolling her eyes behind me, but that's I'm a truck guy, so I mean my money goes towards my trucks. They're obviously my YouTube content, so I want to make them safe and reliable, and so you guys can eventually see them and see what they turn into. So I thank John for kind of showing me the ropes here. I've never seen like the inside. Obviously when we drain the fluid and put new fluid in it, I seen it, but nothing to this extent. Trying to get this whole mess of brakes over here off was fun.
Shoot that.
Yeah, wherever. Is it up there? I'll show you guys the hub real quick. It's got some nice grooves in it here that you guys can obviously see. We're guessing the brakes have probably been changed, what, maybe a time or two? Maybe, but yeah, it took some pry bars and stuff to get it off there, so I definitely wouldn't want to do it at home. So I'm glad I got these guys. So
we're gonna put probably a whole new backing plate, master cylinder, and new brake pads and spring kit, along with a new drum. A lot of brake dust there. Definitely not the funnest axle we've ever tore apart, but
there's always a first, though.
You never know what you're gonna get into with them, especially something this old. They didn't build them to fall apart, and they don't come apart very easy sometimes.
Exactly. So anyway, guys, I'm basically gonna wrap this video up. I don't want to be here all night just because I have a live video I have to shoot. But anyway, excuse me, I want to thank these guys again for getting this thing tore apart. I definitely wouldn't want to tackle it myself. It is, I mean, I do body work and stuff like that, but this is just a whole nother, I don't even want to get into. So that being said, remember, learning as I do, doing what I love. I'm the GM man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.